Welcome, folks. We're doing our first episode of the podcast / interview. Well, I have Mr. Bunty King. How you doing, fellow?
I'm good, man. How are you? I'm chilling. Oh, sorry. Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I pulled my hamstring, but yeah, that's
You
life.
pulled your hamstring?
Yeah.
UFC stuff, I guess, or sorry, MMA stuff.
Yeah, I do mixed martial arts. I'm training for my fight in
You got
June.
a fight coming. That's great,
Yeah.
man. Great.
So don't mess with me.
Who are you fighting? Are you fighting a guy who's not won any fights? Are you fighting a guy who's?
Oh, see, it's our amateur debut. So I'm fighting somebody who is still on his amateur debut, but because he goes to the same gym as me, which is really, really weird because it's so messed up. So it's basically a matter of I've sparred him. I'm better than him, so I'm gonna completely destroy him, hopefully. So.
Okay. All right.
So,
how tall are you?
How tall? 5'11".
Oh, okay. 5'11",
So my
yeah.
reach is like monstrous for my height. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm 6'1".
mad. So,
6'1".
Bunty,
Yeah,
I
what
need to
up?
ask you,
What's up, dude?
where did the name Bunty King come from?
Well, it was this word that was being thrown around among my friends. It sounded very Indian at the
Yeah.
time. I wanted to go ahead and just like have like a channel where I just was gonna have an Indian accent and talk shit. And that's how I started. And but then eventually I found out after Googling Bunty and then going on Urban Dictionary, I found out that it actually meant vagina. So Bunty King like kind of works out because I really love eating vagina. So the
Wait,
reality
what?
is that well, I mean, it means pussy. Bunty means pussy. Like if you go on Google in Urban
shit.
Dictionary, you'll find out that it means pussy. I had no idea, so I inadvertently called myself the Pussy King.
Oh
And
shit!
it's okay. It's okay because it's a name that I hold up well.
Yeah, for real, for real. See, I know my name. It came from back when I was like 13. You know, my Xbox Live gamer tag.
Yeah.
Complete nerd, and it was just me and a few friends, and we used to call people just a fucking Gandhi when we killed him. Like, he's a fucking Gandhi. And yeah, it's messed up. People thought I was actually, like, when I didn't show my face, people thought I was Indian. And I was like, and then I showed my face and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What's
it
going
is a
on
little
here?
weird. When I saw your name, I was like, all right, Indian guy wants to interview me. And then I saw you and I was like, Irish white dude. I was like, is he half Indian?
Yeah,
was like-
people call me a cunt, so it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, because what I used to do on my channel is I used to base it around, like, talking shit to other YouTubers, you know, like Leafy.
Mm-hmm.
But I done it before Leafy done his, but he, for some reason, he just blew up. I'm just shit and not entertaining like Leafy.
Okay.
But that just, yeah. So, Bunty, for the start, I'm gonna ask you just about a few topics. Give me the
Sure thing,
first
man.
word
Go for it.
that comes to your mind about these people. Just
Sure.
the first thing. So, Keemstar,
Shit.
Scarce,
Cool.
okay. KSI,
Don't know.
Leon Lush,
Love.
Ricky Berwick,
Love.
Trump.
Okay, I guess.
Okay. Ty Lopez.
Interesting.
Now, my favorite celebrity, Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm. Also, not super conceited dude.
And United Airlines.
Oh shit! You wanted a word for it? Yeah. So cocky would have been word for with a word for
Oh, McGregor.
Yeah, United
Yeah,
Airlines company.
Buddy. And finally, your laugh.
Real.
Real? Okay. Heard it here first, boys. Actually, you heard it from yourself, but I'm just gonna steal that from you. So, Bunty, what do you think about KSI? What do you think is the deal with him right now?
Because he's been absent for a while.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Like, I seen
I don't
on
really
his
know.
Twitter that he was basically saying that he wanted to discover new stuff and go on like a massive, like, you know, Marina Joyce type deal.
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Like, I'm so disconnected from people like KSI. Like, I just feel like they offer me like nothing in terms of like.
like entertainment stuff like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, entertainment. They don't really add much value to the community. I don't know. Like, I just see when I think of fucking KSI or a Comedy Shorts Gamer, I just think of these like random dudes that are just doing their own thing on their own channel, and they're just existing on YouTube to provide entertainment to just fans.
Just
It's not about being
huge.
Yeah, it's not about being part of a community, or it's not about being part of like a. Like, I'm not saying that they aren't part of a community. Like, I'm sure that they'll get involved when they need to in certain cases, but they just take the back seat on a lot of things.
Like, they're so big that basically they are their own community.
Yeah.
Like, I know KSI, when he was younger, the KSI Army, that was huge. That was like the biggest group on YouTube, and then it just flattened out. But
well, it's funny because I feel like back in the day when KSI kind of blew up, there wasn't a lot of there weren't a lot of crazy YouTube personalities, right? They weren't like huge YouTube personalities.
Oh, for real.
And of course, with FIFA, because he kind of blew up with FIFA, right? And I know that Europe's football culture is through the roof.
Oh, you're right.
So he had that locked down, the fact that he blew up with that, and just interesting, and he was knowledgeable about the characters, the players and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, what do you think? Because he said in the Keemstar interview that he basically for his whole career that he just faked his whole personality. Well, kind of. Well, what do you make of that? For that's 9 years, 10 years of just faking his personality.
That would be the thing that a lot of people do on YouTube, because they feel like their personality isn't good enough.
Well, like the Minecraft YouTubers.
Yeah, they just feel like their personality isn't good enough. They feel like they're afraid to show the world their real opinions. Who's really interesting for me in terms of personality was Sky Does Minecraft. Like, that guy, I was like, holy shit, this guy's like a chill guy. He's just like a fucking stoner.
Yeah, for real.
That's jokes.
I know your videos you seem as though you just don't give a fuck what people say. You just say would you say you have no filter in your videos, or would you take some stuff back or whatnot?
I don't have a filter, but I am definitely considerate of people's feelings. So
for real.
Yeah, there's the different things, right? It's obviously if I say faggot, some people aren't going to be offended, and there's going to be some people who are going to be offended. Of those people that are offended, some are going to be vocally offended. You know what? At that point, I have to make a decision whether I want to, whether I'm concerned about, people that are. Whether I'm concerned about people that are going to be offended, or whether I'm just going to go ahead and just do what I want to do and just look at the positive shit, because there's obviously people who aren't offended about certain things. So at the end of the day, I'm not there to hurt. I'm not there to hurt anyone. I'm not there to really piss anyone off intentionally. I don't really want to fuck with people. So I'm considerate of people. I'm definitely considerate. So if I hurt someone, yeah.
It's kind of like, say you're playing your game and you get killed, and you're like, this cunt's gay. It's like that. You don't mean it, but then some people take it out of proportion, and then it just leads to a massive drama.
Mm-hmm.
Which, talking about drama, there's not that much drama in the YouTube community against different YouTubers. It's all against the YouTube company side of things.
Not really. I mean, I feel like the YouTube company, people kind of understand that YouTube has been pushed back, had their backs pushed against the wall, in terms of tightening their ad policies. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just it's a bit of an interesting situation in terms of the drama right now, because there was drama for sure. I mean, Keemstar was talking shit to Chris Raygun. And I told him to shut the fuck up. And then who else? I mean, there was Onision's barking at every YouTuber that has questionable content. He's saying it's their fault that he's losing money and he's being a bitch. He says he's gonna have to sell one of his cars, and you may have to sell his house. Shut the fuck up, dude, you idiot.
That's one thing I don't get, is all these big massive YouTubers that rely on obviously ads, and I know they can do Patreon ask, but that's another thing, is asking people that say, me, I'm on a minimum wage job, that if somebody asks me for money, I can't spare any money whatsoever because, well, I have no money to spare. But do you think that's right that YouTubers are asking YouTubers that are still making, say, like $3,000-4,000 pounds a month from ad revenue, even though it's, you know, the ads are pretty fucked right now, they're still making that money to still ask, obviously, for more money?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that someone like Onision needs Patreon. I don't know what kind of fucking lavish lifestyle he was living where he needed he's like losing so much money now. I think it's very stupid when people do that shit. It's fucked up, actually. Yeah,
for real. See, I can't be asked like talking to these bigger YouTubers because they're so big that even if I reply to them, my reply just gets lost. And I just want to reply to them saying something like, get a job. Like, actually go, if you're losing money, if you can't afford your lifestyle, then actually get a job to support it, rather than, you can still make YouTube. Because for me, obviously for smaller YouTubers like yourself, me, every like that aren't doing YouTube as their full-time job, they know like that it's all for entertainment purposes. It's not to just make money off it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, but I don't really appreciate it when people say get a job.
Oh yeah, for real.
No, I don't really appreciate that, because I think that's very because to them YouTube is their job, right?
Oh yeah, for real.
No, but what should be said, I mean, that isn't that. Listen, when for example you're like saying, all right, listen, you should, maybe if you're having a hard time on YouTube, maybe you should look for, you know, other sources of income to supplement your YouTube revenue. That's totally understandable, and I agree with that. Everyone should be doing that, but that doesn't necessarily need to be a job. It just needs to get, like, they need to be reminded to think outside the box, because if they're relying entirely on ad revenue, then they're tripping, because ad revenue is something that can go up and down, sideways, doesn't matter, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
But really what it comes down to is, are they good businessmen? Like, if you're going to treat your YouTube like a business, you got to treat it like a brand, and you got to go ahead and get, you know, sponsors like other brands do.
Yeah,
you got to find a way to make that happen. You got to make those connections, and those connections come with dealing with people and talking to people and just interacting with people, you know, like that's how you get those connections.
Yeah, I think people are afraid though, because, you know, for the whole like Syndicate T Martin drama with the CS:GO gambling, that they set up their own company. Obviously you're meant to say, I own this company, blah blah blah, but I think other people are afraid to do that in case they get exposed. I know it's a massive profitable business, but I think people are just afraid to do that at the minute.
Yeah,
just could mess them up.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so you seen the live? Didn't you see that man with killing people in the live stream? Did you watch it yourself?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It was just fucked.
Yeah, I really did not have a good time watching that. I was very pissed off, because I pictured my dad getting shot. You know, like, that was like,
shit.
Cool.
Like,
yeah, my dad's older guy. I can just imagine him walking around on the street outside and some guy doing that. I lost it, and I was blown away by how people automatically take the opportunity to like assume this like morally superior position of, oh, you know what, like we shouldn't he shouldn't be executed, he shouldn't like we should be given another chance. It's like, no, you're just making no sense at this point. You're just trying to be, you're virtue signaling.
Yeah, of course.
It's kind of annoying, yeah.
But it's just crazy. They still can't find him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nuts.
Did he? Because I didn't watch the live stream. I ain't going into any shit like that. I'm not watching some boy murdering loads of people. But did he actually say where he is, and like what town, what time, stuff like that?
So the interesting thing is that he was like, oh, what the fuck? He went to some place, was just talking, and he said that I've killed X amount of people. They're in these places, and he like named a bunch of like abandoned buildings, and it turns out that there weren't anyone there. But the only thing I saw was that he walked up to an old man and just shot him in the face. And that was it. Yeah, just shot him in the face.
and then just ended the live stream. It probably got taken down at that point. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what happened.
Taken down. Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it was fucked up because he walked up. Before he walked out, he says, "I'm gonna kill this old man here. This is the guy. I'm gonna kill him." He like just picked him. He's like, "I'll kill this guy."
And nobody stopped him.
I think someone. I think like I heard someone screaming towards the end, but he got in his car and drove away.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
See, I would have. I mean, obviously, if he had a gun, I'd be like, screw that. But I mean, if you seen the gun and you were behind him, at least grab it, and then you could save somebody else. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier said than done, man.
Oh yeah, for real. Because the gun could turn on you. It's just the fear of dying.
Yeah, it's the fear of dying. Yeah, it's the fear of dying.
Yeah, that's fucked. That is just live streaming yourself, just killing somebody. I could never do that. There was one video ages ago, years ago, where there was a camera crew and the boy just filmed himself just murdering a whole bunch of people. Did you see that? Oh, it was mad. So enough about that topic. That's a sad topic. It's an angry topic. What do you know Clara Baby Legs?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about her becoming a cam girl?
She can do whatever she wants.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man.
See, I've seen a lot of people replying saying, "Basher, get out of there." You know, Basher, what are you doing? Like they're annoyed more at Basher than her because he's still with her. Do you think that's what do you think about that?
I wouldn't be with a girl that fucks herself online. Yeah, I'm not really down, you know. But then again, I don't know what the situation is like. I don't know what emotional investment Basher has. You know, people, you know, when they're looking at things objectively because they're not involved, it's so easy for them to be like, well, just get out, because that's what they would do, right? But you don't know what Basher would do because he's got so much. He's like, you know, he's spent years with this woman, and it's hard, man. You get wrapped up. Like, listen, dude, I was in a precarious situation myself with a girl, 2 months ago, and I was tripping out. I was tripping out. I didn't know what the hell to do, and like it was like for a lot of people, it was cut and dry. They were like, no, they're like, get out. Don't be involved in this shit. But yeah, for real. I had the same situation with not my last girlfriend, the girlfriend before, where I was with her for like 8 months, and people were saying she was just a complete dickhead. Well, to me anyway, but I wasn't seeing it. I was like, no, she's only joking. But then people were like, they could obviously see, and then I realized eventually, oh, this is how it's gonna go. And then my last girlfriend, I had to dump her because she didn't want me doing, you know, mixed martial arts. Because she basically said to me, it's either me or mixed martial arts. Yeah,
we only.
You don't want to be involved in anyone like that.
Yeah,
no way. You want to be with someone who's going to lift you up bring you to the next level, be a partner.
Yeah,
that's
for real.
You don't want some fucking person that's going to be like a complete pile of shit. You're not going to.
This isn't even a podcast. This is basically an advice line. Bunty's giving me advice for all these issues. It may as well just be called Advice Cast. And just loads of advice. Bring loads of YouTubers on, and they just give me advice.
Just give you advice, on life decisions.
How to make £1 million in a minute. Ty Lopez special.
I wish. I mean, I listen. I'm just I'm 29. I've had like 3 major relationships so far.
Yeah.
The first one was my first, and she took my virginity, and then she fucking broke my heart, and like you, everyone was like, yo, she was the worst, but I didn't see it, you know. The second one was an absolute angel. She's still involved in my life today. She's a great woman, you know. And the third one, she fucked up big time because when she started dating me, she was also dating another guy, and she never stopped dating the other guy, but she acted like, she was completely single with me. So that
was she dating you before or after she started dating this guy?
She started dating me after she was dating this guy. She'd been dating this guy for over 2 years, and then she met me, and I guess fell in love with me or something, and yeah.
And then she just couldn't end it with the other boy.
Sorry?
She couldn't end it with the other guy?
Yeah, she couldn't end it with the other guy.
Oh, shit.
She's a coward. So that's pretty much what happened.
Crap. So, you know the whole YouTube situation with ads, stuff like that, the YouTube ad purge. Do you think that everybody will transition over, or Twitch will become bigger than YouTube, because it's at the moment they're pretty much even, I would say. Obviously it's different. YouTube have their own streaming, but obviously Twitch is way bigger of a streaming platform. Do you think that YouTubers will go to like Twitch? I don't even know what other streaming websites. None of them are important other than Twitch. Do you think everybody will just transition over there?
I don't know, honestly. It's too hard to tell. I mean, Twitch is pretty restrictive in terms of the kind of content you can host on there. You know, if I drop the word, if I like say, you know, nigger in context, or I say faggot comedically, I could get banned on Twitch.
Oh yeah, for real. There's loads of people who got banned for that. Just
Yeah.
even when they have like, I know Tyler One got banned for some shit like that. You know Tyler One, don't you?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, he's just a massive. I think he doesn't have autism, but he acts like he has autism, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. His content's hilarious. And somebody in his stream came on. He was on Discord with viewers, and somebody just said, you know, some really, really offensive word to somebody else, and then he got banned straight away for a couple hours.
Oh, a couple hours. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm saying like if you want to make content that's maybe a little bit more provocative, because like I know that they were having they were like, I don't know, I just think that YouTube is always going to be around. Things are just going to change, and the manner in which we make money is going to be different. You know, it's not going to be it's not going to be like as easy to make money as it was before, but we'll make money if your content is good and it rises to the top. It'll make money.
Well, I'm not making money.
Neither am I.
Oh shit. So
I mean, I'm making around 200 a month, but that's about it.
Oh shit. So about, I know it's old news, but Wall Street Journal and PewDiePie. Well, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, it was just a smear piece. That's all it was.
Yeah. I think it's. Do you think do you watch Keemstar or?
No, I don't. I don't watch Keemstar.
No. So what Keemstar was saying was that basically it was one of, you know the way PewDiePie got dropped by his network?
Yeah.
And then it was a whole cover up for, who's the co-creator of PewDiePie's network? Can't remember his name. But basically he was cheating or sending messages to like a cam girl, and that was a cover up for obviously dropping PewDiePie. And then the Wall Street Journal came in and called him a Nazi and shit like that. Do you think that was a whole big, just the media attacking him?
I have no idea, man. I don't even know what you're talking about. Who's cheating on who?
Oh,
what
happened was...
All I know is that the Wall Street Journal and old media has an issue with new media. They're losing influence, they're losing money, and people like PewDiePie can go ahead, and if PewDiePie wants to be a newscaster at some point, he could actually be a newscaster in a way.
Yeah, for real.
He could do his own like news show and make it funny and provide sorry, I'm yawning, and provide real news to people while allowing them to
Yeah. Do you think that in the future TVs, you know the way obviously TV killed like radio and everything? Well, it's not really killed, it's still, radio's still going, but obviously it's not as strong as it was. And then obviously, do you think YouTube or will media online is going to kill like TV in the future?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. Because I know movies still make like massive amounts of money. Like box office, they get like 500, 600, 700 billion like after, you know, their life cycle in the cinema. Like it's just crazy. But do you think I don't even know how that's gonna work online. Are they just gonna charge?
I don't think they're gonna get rid of movie theaters.
Movies, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get rid of movie theaters, man. I think
Yeah, because
yeah, go ahead.
It's just gonna be a big. I think if they do, that people will be like, "What the fuck?" Because over here, because I used to work for Sky, they're just an internet company. The amount of people that don't have internet currently in their household is just crazy.
Okay.
And it's just if nobody has obviously internet, if you say movies transition to the internet, like how are people gonna watch them and shit like that? But if there's no money in, you know, producing then it's pointless. If you know what I'm saying? Because obviously mainstream, they need to make money. That's what they survive on. It's just what everybody survives on. And it's, if you can't make it, obviously if producing, you know, like that's their livelihood, they need to produce movies to make more money. And obviously if they're not making money, then they're just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So right, so I'm gonna ask you, who's more enjoyable / like more? So this can be obviously say companies or people. So I'm gonna start with, I know the answer to this, but I'm gonna let you
Go for
answer.
it.
So Skurse or Keemstar?
Who's more what?
Who's more enjoyable / actually who's more enjoyable for this one? Skurse or Keemstar?
Enjoyable for which one? What are you saying? Enjoyable for which one?
Content.
Content? Shit. I guess I would have to say Keemstar.
Keemstar?
Yeah, he's definitely more entertaining than Scarce.
Do you think Skurse is pretty boring, or?
I mean, Scarce, he's just doing his thing, man. That's the thing. He's just doing his thing. What I say is, I can't really watch Scarce, you know, like normally. So yeah, I would say that Scarce's content is a little bit more boring than Keemstar's. I mean, that YouTube drama shit is boring to me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's really very boring to me.
I absolutely love that. When
it's
two YouTubers.
It's just like, I like seeing the social workings behind the drama. I like seeing why they're doing this or what's going on. I like seeing the end game, like the tactics that they're applying. That's the shit that fascinates me. It's not the drama itself. Like the drama itself, I don't give a fuck about, you know. And sometimes it's just like baseless shit, like that whole fucking Gabby versus what's her name? What's his name? Fucking Rice Gum thing.
Rice Gum,
like, I was like, this is so stupid. I'm like, these guys are idiots. You know, and she's talking about, oh, he hit me, you know, like playing the woman card, and I'm just like, are you fucking stupid? Like, are you like, what are you doing? Like, that's the kind of shit that I don't know. I'm not really into it. Like, I'm not into it at all. Like, man, YouTube drama does not interest me in the least. So I found it really crazy when someone like Keemstar was like, yo, he's just trying to be like me. I was like, what the fuck are you saying, you fucking moron? I don't want to have anything to do with YouTube drama, you fucking idiot. Just do your thing.
Yeah, for real. Like,
I'm still blocked by Keemstar. Like, he knows exactly who I am. He doesn't want to mention he doesn't want to mention my name because he knows. He just knows. He knows if he mentions my name, I'll fucking destroy him. And the crazy thing is, well, I mean, because I can actually go toe to toe with him because I can talk, I can entertain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, half the people that I feel Keemstar goes after, they basically most of his insults are "I'm rich, you're not," sort of stuff.
Yeah, he's a loser. Sounds like a loser.
Because that's on his videos when he obviously replies to people. he calls them a loser or you're gay or some shit like that, and then he at the end or through the whole video he just says, oh, I have a big house, I have cars, you don't, you're not entertaining. That's one thing that I think I disagree with Keemstar in, that he's every single person he argues against, he's saying they're not entertaining, and it's like he makes his eyes as though he's the only person on YouTube that is entertaining.
No, he's retarded. He's retarded. I'm more entertaining than Keemstar, and it's obvious because just a 2-second clip of me telling him to shut the fuck up got more retweets and likes than anything that he produced in that thread. I don't know if you followed that, him barking at.
Oh yeah. I laughed at, what was the guy's name called?
Chris Reagan.
Yeah, I laughed at, you know, where he played Jamaican music or some shit like that. And he was saying
it wasn't Jamaican music. It was Gloria Estefan.
Oh shit, that.
Yeah, look at this Keemstar. He replies to Chris Reagan, right? He replies. So Chris Reagan, he says something to Chris Reagan, and he says, Chris replies, says, what are you even on about? Then he responds with a stupid video, and then I respond with shut the fuck up. All right, and what, he got 17 retweets, 169 likes. This guy's got fucking how many followers? How many followers do you have? He has 1.4 million followers on Twitter, 17 retweets, 169 likes. I responded with my alt account, not even my fucking real account, and then I retweeted on my fucking main account, which is like what, almost 20,000, and it got 60 retweets, 365 likes. Crazy. It's crazy.
Keemstar's fallen. He's fallen off a mountain.
I think that Keemstar is retarded in the sense, profoundly retarded in the sense that he doesn't really want to cooperate with people or work with them, and he just, I don't know, he seems to have what essentially did was he just marked me as an enemy before I was even an enemy. Like I wasn't even like a vocal critic of his. I wasn't. Like I was just like,
real.
no, I was just like, you know what? I was like just talking about how like, you know, the extent of like you know, shit talking I had to him was just memeing most of the time. It was like just like this, you know, the whole thing between him and Leafy. Like I didn't give a shit. I don't care about Leafy or him, you know.
Yeah.
And even after the whole content cop thing happened, like I didn't really care either. Like it wasn't a fucking big deal for me. Just whatever, you know. It's like literally whatever. And then when I was following him, you know, because there was a period of time where I was following him on Twitter. This is when I had like around 2,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know, I would just reply to his tweets sometimes with like either you know, a text or a video, but most of the time it was never in a rude way. And I don't know what he did. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him, but he decided he'd mark me as an enemy.
Just snapped.
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing is that even after all of this, like I would never want to fucking fuck with his livelihood, really.
Yeah,
I don't really want to. Like it's his thing. Like drama's his thing, but I'm never gonna touch that shit. But at the same time, you know, he's shown immense amount of disrespect, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll fucking, you know, destroy him in any kind of verbal encounter. Any kind of verbal encounter. I'm totally confident in that. I'm just laughing. I would just probably stop. I would probably start laughing. It'd be too funny for me to handle. Just to see him like muttering and fucking saying bullshit. Like just anything that comes out of his mouth is just completely insane.
Yeah, I think with Keemstar, there was a couple of years ago on my other Twitter account, which I forgot the password to and the email address, and I was blocked. I've never replied at that point. I never replied or even liked any of Keemstar's tweets. I followed him, and I just one day I was like, oh, what's Keemstar doing? And then because he wasn't showing up on my timeline, so I was like, what's wrong here? I went on his account and I was blocked, and I was like, I've never actually interacted with him. So, and all, because my Twitter is basically, I'm very inactive on Twitter. I just watch my timeline. So half of my posts are, I liked a video from so-and-so. You know, like that, when you like a video on YouTube and your Twitter's linked, it just posts automatically. I was like, why did this person block me? I didn't do anything. But I got a new Twitter and he hasn't blocked me ever since. So
that's strange, very strange. I don't block people. I've only blocked like a couple. Like I blocked Keemstar because I don't want him seeing who I'm interacting with. Yeah. I don't want him benefiting from my social, my clout in any way whatsoever. I also blocked like someone called Britbong because that guy was just being really just pretty just fucked up. So I didn't want him interacting with anyone that I was interacting with either. I just didn't want him seeing it. So when I block someone, I'm cutting them off of like my network. So that's essentially what it is. And when he blocks people, he's really just being an idiot. You don't need to block everyone. Dick. Yeah, I just mute people. If someone really bothers me and rubs me the wrong way, I just mute them. And I never heard from them again.
Because then they keep replying to you, but obviously you can't see their tweets, so there's no point.
Yeah, so they get their endorphins start fucking firing off because, you know, they're replying to me and talking shit, but I don't see anything. Like it just falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, they're like, yo, I got him. I got the last word in, but basically because they don't know that they're muted, so they're like, oh, I got the last word in, but you're basically just like, bro, I can't see what you're saying, so there's literally no point. Yeah. So, do you watch Jacksepticeye?
Not really.
Ah, shit, there's no point. I was going to ask you who's more enjoyable, PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye.
Well, that's PewDiePie for sure.
Yeah, of course. And now, KSI or Comedy Shorts Gamer?
I haven't watched either of them, and I think they're both annoying in terms of their content.
Oh, shit.
They're just both fake, man. They're not real. They're not real people. When I see Comedy Shorts Gamer or when I see KSI, I'm just like, fake, dude. Fake. I hate it. You know, same thing with Keemstar. Fake. When he's being nice, he's being fake. When he's being an asshole, he's being real. You know, that's the person, the impulsive person that calls people retard and stuff like that. That's him. I hate it when he's trying to be nice. Oh, it pisses me off. I'm like, stop it. It's so cringy. It's like seeing a man-eating lion act like a fucking gazelle or something like that.
And then it just rips your head off at the last second.
Yeah, it's like no. I really am not a fan of that. You know, fake. I hate when people are fake. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of KSI, and I mean, like, I haven't watched their content that much, but every time I did, I was like, I feel like insincere, like over the top, like
shouting and screaming.
Yeah, like right now I'm just chilling because literally I'm fucking tired. I'm chilling here.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna come to you and be like, hey, what up, man? What's up? I'm not gonna like fucking do a I'm not gonna do a laugh. But yeah, I'm just gonna fucking be me, you know. Ugh.
Yeah, of
God
course.
damn.
Now, I heard you talking about Gabby and Ricegum. What do you think about that whole like fucked up situation of Gabby trying to, you know, manipulate Ricegum and shit like that? And then obviously, you know, did you see the Snapchats of when she was taking the picture with Ricegum? There was marks on her legs already, and then she said afterwards, oh, he hit me, blah blah blah, and then she showed marks on her legs that were already there before Ricegum. Well, what's your whole take on that?
I mean, it was stupid.
Yeah.
It was stupid. There's nothing much else to say.
Yeah. And right, so for the last two things I'll ask you today,
Sure.
you know Lena the Plug?
Yeah. She's you know, she's No Jumper's girlfriend, right? Or
Yeah. What do you think of them making, you know, a porn video when they reach, you know, 1 million each?
they can do whatever they want. Whatever they want, man. I feel so bad for you. I feel bad for you. You've got an interview with literally the most laid back dude on YouTube. Like,
See,
I don't
see, I was trying
care,
to
man.
get. See, I was trying to get KSI, but then he left the internet. So how do I contact him? Unless I go to his house, because obviously I don't have his direct number. So it's literally fucked. It's so fucked. Because I wanted like KSI, because obviously KSI is my favorite YouTuber, and I wanted obviously my favorite YouTuber, which I don't even know how that would work, because I'd probably just start crying mid. Like, you got your favorite YouTuber who you've watched for like 8 years, and then you finally get him on like.
Is
in a collab
KSI
with
your
you.
favorite YouTuber?
Yeah. So
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm sorry if I called him fake or if that offended you. I'm just.
it's okay. He doesn't upload, so say what you want.
Well, I mean, he also did say that he was being a fake person for the last 10 years. So,
Yeah, of course.
so
See,
I knew it.
I think that, you know, the whole like McJuggernuggets. You seen the whole like it was ages ago, like a year and a half ago, where he obviously just said the whole series fake, which people already knew. But loads of the people, obviously the small kids, they thought it was real, blah blah blah. Like, what do you think all about that situation of people, you know, living like a double life and then coming out when they have like $3, $4, $5 million already stacked up in their bank, and then they're just like, fuck it.
That just means that that's just life, man. That's just life. Some people are like that, dude. You know, they really are.
Yeah.
Some people just in it for the money.
Yeah, and I know there's a few YouTubers there was one, he basically was the biggest YouTuber, and then he just basically got a new host on his channel. It just went to shit. It was basically just, he gained so much money that there was no point doing it. Same with loads of, you know, the way Minecraft servers, they gain a lot of money, like the popular ones, and they basically just, because one thing's making more money, they just decide to just say fuck it and just leave YouTube.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. It's like FouseyTube. It doesn't give a shit. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, like, I don't think I want to be online. I want to be on YouTube and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but like, if I have to make money elsewhere, I will. But like, I'm gonna still always be online in terms of like my personality, right? It'll be on Twitter. You know, that's why like Twitter is like huge. You know.
Oh yeah, Twitter's the biggest social media, isn't it? Right now.
I think it is. Yeah.
I think they done a poll. I think Twitter has like 49%, and then YouTube's, I don't know how they worked it out. YouTube's second, and then it goes on from there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So social media wise. So what about the last thing I'll ask you about is you know, obviously I've seen your Twitter, Soy Burger, stuff like that, Celestia Fega. Then what's the other one's name? Abigail.
I love Abigail.
Yeah. Abigail Mandler. What's the whole situation with that? Because obviously Soy Burger, it was started with Soy Burger, and then she blew up because nobody really done in the scale that she done it as. And then obviously she brought Celestia Fega. She basically just started Celestia Fega. Obviously Celestia was on Twitch. She was doing her own shit, and then Zoe Burger obviously just made her huge, quite literally.
Yeah.
And then what happened then? Abigail came in, and then Celestia. Are they still friends, or are they just like no?
I don't think they're friends anymore.
No.
Just from what I've seen, I don't think that they're friends. No.
Yeah, because they never interact with each other that much anymore.
No.
And
don't,
on obviously Zoe Burger Snapchat, I follow her for the content. Said no man ever. Actually, about Zoe Burger, she put out a video there that was really controversial about, you know, the Syria bombing. Did you see that one?
I didn't even know it was that controversial. Was that controversial, really? Because I thought it was great.
Oh no, just the replies of people just literally, half of them were divided, and then half of them were for, half of them were for against. And then I was just sitting there reading the replies, and just half the replies on Twitter on like Zoe Burger's tweets and Keemstar's tweets and your tweets are just hilarious, because half of them are just really funny gifs, and others are just talking shit, and then others are just talking shit to the people that are talking shit, and it's hilarious. And then you're coming in, you're replying to people talking shit back, and then saying ha ha ha, and it's just, see what every time I see you replying to somebody saying ha ha ha, I just like, you know,
you can hear it in
your
your head.
Say it, I can just hear you saying.
Yeah, it's true though, because when I laugh like that, it's generally because I've actually laughed.
Oh, so when you say like lol or haha, you like, I know when I do it sometimes, well, most of the time I'm not actually laughing. I'm literally just replying just because I have nothing else to reply with.
Most of the time when I write ha ha ha's like in like that many in all caps, it's because I've laughed in real life. If I write like a ha ha, like that's just like I'm not laughing really. I'm just saying ha ha. Or if I write lol,
yeah,
it really depends.
Like a single like lol with a dot is just me saying fuck off. It's just me saying I'm tired, I can't be fucked, like talking to you, so go away. Which is pretty mean, but it's kind of like it's better than saying to somebody go away, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, man,
alright,
absolutely.
And Zoe Burger, what do you think of
Zoe Burger?
Yeah, because I know she uploaded a video there which was on her main channel of her just literally having like a mental breakdown. It wasn't a mental, or not on Twitter, on YouTube, of like sort of like a mental breakdown. Well, it wasn't her content, and when somebody uploads, it was her content, but it wasn't her usual content, if you know what I'm saying.
How long ago was this?
It was like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, okay, so I remember that. Okay. No, she's amazing. I love Zoe Burger.
Yeah?
I love her, yeah, she's amazing. She's great.
Oh,
she's a very intelligent person. I did a podcast with her. She's great.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she's wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, you have your own podcast?
Yeah, man. SoundCloud.com/OYMF podcast. Yeah, your mom's favorite podcast. It's a good one, man. And yeah, she's just a great person. I love her immensely. She's just a wonderful human being.
What, do you think it's just people obviously just see tits and ass that?
Yeah, they just see tits and ass, and they just think she's an idiot. Like, no, she's not an idiot. She's a woman that's running like a massive social media account on Twitter, a massive social media account on YouTube. Like, she's just she's really good at what she's doing. She's got sponsors lined up for her e-girl team, for her professional like all women's esports team, and yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She's starting an esports team.
Yeah, good for her, man. She's making money. She's making money. She's got sponsors lined up. They moved into a house apparently. Like, fucking amazing, man. Good for her. She's really just a wonderful person, and like, to be so young and to be able to accomplish all that stuff, like, amazing.
I think that team, even if they're not successful in winning tournaments, that just because they're e-girls, and obviously if they look like Zoe Burger, they're just gonna be, people will just literally buy the tickets just to come and see them. Which is just it's smart. It's really smart, because she's using obviously her assets to her advantage, which I think obviously from me, when I started doing that, because in my channel, when I started doing the drama, talking about other YouTubers, blah blah blah, that people, because my content before was all gaming, that when I just literally one day just switched my content right just with one video, and people were like, what the hell is this? We don't want to see this. But gradually people started saying, because obviously when Keemstar started doing it, Leafy started doing it, like, it just blew up, that people wanted it because bigger YouTubers. started doing it. That's the thing as a small YouTuber, that if I feel like when I do something different that hasn't been done before with other, like, that bigger YouTubers aren't doing, that people don't like it. But as soon as bigger YouTubers start doing it, people are all over that shit. And it's like you don't get the credit, because obviously massive YouTubers, unless you're a massive YouTuber, you aren't going to get the credit for doing it. Same with like Leafy. I done that way before Leafy started doing it, and then he just, I don't know how he blew up. Just one day, just one video just got big.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's also when you surround yourself with people, right? You're just more you're like more poised for success if you surround, because Leafy was already connected with like people like Colossal, connected with people like Keemstar.
Oh yeah, for real. And then the whole drama with Keemstar and all that, just really, I think he's still losing subscribers to this day. I think he's losing like thousands upon thousands a month. It's crazy though.
Yeah, well, you know what, dude? It's just subscribers. If he stays relevant in the search engine and he's still making ad revenue, then he's having a good time. He
still gets like 500,000 views a video, which is crazy, and he still has like 4 million subscribers, which is still crazy. So I don't think he's gonna die anytime soon.
No, I don't think he's gonna die anytime soon either. He's just gonna keep going.
Yeah, of course. So Bunty, that's it. It's
all right, man. Well, I'm thanks for having me on. I'm sorry I wasn't super fucking, you know, like insane. I'm just chilling here in my room, you know.
I mean, I still got a laugh, like that laugh. I still got that laugh. So
yeah, the laugh sneaks out, you know, when I'm actually laughing.
Yeah.
When I'm laughing. It's really that simple. I don't know why people think that. I don't understand why people think it's fake. I think they just think it's fake because they're so used to like insincere people on YouTube.
Yeah, I think they think it's fake because they've never heard a laugh that's laughy.
Yeah, well, it sounds like ha 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 ha, right? You know, like it sounds like that. So I think it's fake, but it's not.
And another reason, because obviously you're talking 1 minute and then it just springs on just like that, just randomly. And I think people are like, you can't just transition just like that. But I suppose people don't know properly because they're not you.
Exactly.
Okay, so
right,
Bunty, it was nice having you. And
Absolutely.
This is the end of the podcast. So people, if you enjoyed, obviously leave a like, subscribe, because I'm not sure what this podcast is going to be called, but you'll see it in the title. And yeah, peace. That's it.
Perfect.
No,
all right, man.
Good.